match of the group stages.
Hey, that's fun. I mean, it's a group stage match.
Yeah.
Let's do it on Icebox. Let's
Why
go
not?
ham. Let's have some fun.
Have a bit of fun.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I don't know where they're at currently in their current group.
Development. Oh, yeah, in their group.
Yeah, so, I mean, this could be like a 2-0 team going against a 2-0 team. They're just like, let's play Icebox and have fun, you know? Could be something like that, or it could be a power pick from one of these teams. So we shall see. I do see a couple Sovas.
Saw Sage come in there.
Sage.
It came in,
Killjoy.
it was really fast.
Yeah. Trying to trip us up there a little bit. But here's our lovely and cold fly through.
That we
Icebox.
literally never get to see.
Exactly.
This is only my second ever Icebox game, so do forgive me if I'm a bit rusty on my callouts. But we are taking a quick look here at the map. This wide open A site, this wide open B site rather. Already getting confused on my sites. This wide open B site has certainly been a point of contention here for teams. We have certainly seen it be so A favored for the attacking side, wanting to take it to A side almost every single round for a lot of these teams. So it'll be interesting to see if Obstacle, who are starting out on the attacking side, have any plans or mind to even approach that B side, or if it's all A all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. You do see the two members of Roosters watching that B corridor pretty closely, just outside of Garage, but it looks like Hilton is going to be rushing pretty hardcore towards the A site with that nice recon dart. Val coming in through the rafters here of these this little belt area top here. And, I mean, I don't know what they're trying to do here at the moment. Probably just trying to get as much intel as possible, maybe get a pick in before they rush in onto the site, because there is a slow rotation from the Omen of ObstacleVAL. Some pot shots being taken from Roosters, but other than that, it's been a nice, quiet round so far. But here we go. We might actually see the commitment happening here in just a split second. There goes the Omen smokes from ObstacleVAL, and a nice big right click onto Val.
Yeah, already the kills coming in fast and furious here. 2 for 2 already. Make it a 2 for 3. Make it a 3 for 3 here. Kills going completely even. 1 for 1. Back and forth. Flya, though, tips the scales in the favor of Obstacle. Now in a 2v1 here as the spike goes down. Ban trying to work his way on site. Has gone on site, but spotted out by that camera. Has to pull out that tracking dart now. With only 48 HP remaining, Ban has to chase down these attackers. They are hightailing it on out of here.
Yeah, that's one thing about this map. Oh, this could actually be huge.
Go for it. Stick it. Oh, Flya takes down Ban, and it was so close. The right idea with
definitely.
that smoke, but ObstacleVAL stick it out in the end. Roosters, they looked confident on attack, but the kills going so fast, going so back and forth. Obstacle winning it out in the end, and now getting themselves a much more comfortable bye than the opposite side here in the second round.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, what I was saying was the A side has so many different areas to like kind of fall back to post-plant, and they did it perfectly. Got up into that little nest area. Flya was able to get that kill onto some of the members of onto that last member of Roosters, and this is looking to be fun already. I love this. I honestly love this map. It's really fun to watch.
I love Icebox simply for the verticality we get to see here. Look at this. What an excellent interaction there. Trisk takes down Val. Hilton finds the revenge there, and it is a 3D affair here as Obstacle get the opening kill. Do go for 1 for 1 here. Or excuse me, Roosters get the opening kill, and the kills go 1 for 1 here. Roosters could be in risk of stealing away a thrifty round from Obstacle. If Obstacle don't shore up their defenses, Flavor here on this flank. This is so dangerous for Obstacle. Flya holding tight there with that corner. May have let Flavor get away with it. Now Ban holding back on a B site. Here he comes right around the corner. Oh, the timing not working out. Hilton able to win out there, and now a 4v2 favoring Obstacle. Roosters had a chance here, but it was so fleeting.
Yeah, it was. I do gotta say, it seems like Obstacle has actually put some time in on Icebox. Look at this, though. Shora with a beautiful double kill with the right-click classic. Straight finishes him off, but still a lot of consolation prize there for sure.
Absolutely. Shora, I don't think, is too upset about letting that round slide, having picked up the double kill. Shora making Obstacle look a little goofy on the backside there. Nonetheless, it will be Obstacle walking away with the round, if not their dignity.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we do have full rifles on the side of Roosters, and a very interesting buy from Obstacle in general. We do see the Judge on the Jet. I'm hoping to see some big Judge plays here, because especially in these tight corners, you can actually get some pretty crazy things done with that automatic shotgun in hand, especially on a Jet player.
Oh, Val, you may have jinxed him a bit there. Val goes down quicker than the rest with the Judge in hand. Strafe will find revenge for his fallen comrade, but Trisk still tipping the scales in the favor of Roosters, but only for a moment. Hilton takes down Trisk. The kills going 2 for 2 out here on A site. This is the second time we visited this site here in 3 rounds. Hilton getting this spike down now, able to back away safely. Roosters crammed into this corridor, but Flavor able to take down BM1. Will they be able to find more? That recon bolt not landing where Obstacle needed it to land, and now Ben may be free to defuse here, but the Hunter's Fury so early from Hilton is gonna do so much damage. Takes down Flavor, takes down Shora. Hilton popping off. Hilton clutches it out with the 4K. Hilton, absolute monster for Obstacle, shutting down Roosters.
Oh my gosh, I was so scared there for Obstacle for just a second. Hilton got 2 of those Hunter's Furies out, but saved his last one. It was missing some of those classic shots, but luckily for Hilton, there was 0 health on that Jet. And that's a nice round for Obstacle, making it 3-0 at the start here on Icebox.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a really powerful start here for Obstacle, and generally not how we see these matches go. 2-1 is a much more popular scoreline than 3-0.
Yeah.
This is a massive opportunity for Obstacle to really inflict some pain, and Strafe really doing his best here. Takes down the first member of Roosters there, and now Obstacle in the 5v4, but maybe not for long. No! Trisk has met tragedy. Trisk, so close to being a hero, ends up being a 0. And now Roosters in a 3v5. And as my partner Choice Plays like to say, it is destitute here for Roosters.
You got me good with that one, bro. Definitely got me good. But it looks like ObstacleVAL has the site in their favor. I mean, it is a 5v2 situation. There's not much you could do in this situation. And they are, I mean, trying to get something done here.
Yeah. Nothing really for Neprix to try and find, just a firing squad on the opposite side of that A side wall, and it's going to be 4 in a row here for Obstacle, flawlessly racking up the rounds here on Roosters. And this is danger zone here for Roosters. This is not a position they want to find themselves in, unable to get around on the board in these opening 4 rounds, and Neprix and Ban unable to get a kill here in these opening 4 rounds.
It's got to hurt, especially as the Jet. You know, you've got to be able to get in there. He was taken down really quickly by Rooster. Oh, wait, excuse me. I am flipping the script here a little bit in my head there. But, I mean, he's got to get something done here to be able to really stay competitive in the rest of this map, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Roosters, they need a change of tide here sooner rather than later. This could be a good opportunity with them full buy back in their hands, 3 ultimates available, as well as that resurrection. Really important key to this Roosters lineup. The Sage has gone rather largely unnoticed thus far here in the match. This could be the time Sage makes an entrance into this game, gets that resurrection, brings that 6th member into play, but Ban, oh my goodness, Ban with that flick shuts down Strafe, and now Obstacle gonna have to use some creative problem solving to get around this 4v5. Val looking to be the problem solver, takes down Trisk, now getting some serious territory here for Obstacle out onto A site. They will be spotted here by Neprix. Can they establish the site? Yes, they will. They will be able to get the spike down there with Hilton. Roosters now in a 3v3 on the retake. Don't have much territory on this side of the map.
No, they don't, but Napri holding a very interesting angle there, trying to stave off any sort of mid-push, but Shora is going to put down his ultimate and hopefully get some ground for themselves, free ground, in fact, and in fact it does, actually. It is going to push off ObstacleVAL off of that area, and hopefully they're going to be able to get some of these kills here. They are chilling around the belts area. BM1 is going to get traded out by Ban. That's going to be a lot of damage with that shock dart too. They've got to get something done here, or at least save in this situation. It looks like that's exactly what Ban is going to do. Getting out of there, keeping that operator in hand, and that's going to be huge for them.
Yeah, well played by Obstacle there, holding down the site, just cutting Roosters off from some key pieces of information. But Roosters, on the other hand, weren't really established as much as they needed to be on that A site. They had Napri there on the backside, able to make some damage, but they didn't have enough of a foothold to launch a retake from, and they stumbled out of the gates after that spike had gone down. And so Obstacle now really starting to run up the score here on Roosters. Roosters, no money in the bank. They do have an op that has survived here with Ben, but not much else to write home about here so far for Roosters.
Yeah, it's pretty tough for them right now. One thing I wanted to see from them, though, is, I mean, ObstacleVAL has been kind of running the same thing over and over and over again. And so Roosters, they could actually take advantage of that and get in from the backside. But this time, I think ObstacleVAL have that in their playbook because they have players in the right place at the right time. BM1, a beautiful double kill, doing some absolute work. Traded out by Napri, but it is not looking good. 3-1. Roosters have a little bit in their health pool, but still, it's looking tough.
Yeah, at this point, you can't even really be happy about getting kills on the side of Roosters because any economic damage you can do is ostensibly negated by the bankrolls that Obstacle have been able to build up there in the last 5 rounds. You can see almost all of their members over 4,000 credits there. Napri, though, this could be a ray of hope for the side of Roosters. Getting that kill brings Roosters into a 2v2 now. Oh, as the clock ticks down, Napri finds even more damage. Roosters staying alive where Obstacle may not thought it was possible. And Playa bringing some sanity back down to the side of Obstacle is now just Ban with this classic in hand. Ban takes down Val. The spike is still not gone down for Obstacle, and they need to get it down as the clock ticks down. Here comes Ban around the corner to clutch out the save round. Ban with the classic gets Roosters' first round of the half on the board.
Oh, what a ray of hope that was from Napri, just like you said, Dilly. My goodness. I mean, that was pretty much everything for Roosters in that round, and that is their first point on the board. Definitely a needed point. Look at Hilton on top, 10-2. What?
Yeah, monster game here for Hilton, and largely why Obstacle have been able to put up such a lead onto Roosters, but Hilton getting shut down in that sixth round rather, led to Roosters being able to take a round. Can Obstacle strike right back here? The answer may be in the hands of Ban, may be in the hands of Val. Val gets the kill with the daggers onto Ban as Flavor picks up Flya on the backside. Here comes BM1 with that showstopper. Won't be able to spot any of the Roosters out quite yet. Doesn't need to. Takes down Flavor. The showstopper burns Flavor down to the back, but meanwhile, Roosters have completely silenced Obstacle here in the 7th round, keeping 3 members alive, bringing 3 ultimates into this 8th round.
Wow. I mean, Roosters, hello. Welcome to the game. You have arrived. And I love it. My goodness, that's exactly what they needed. I mean, there was a lot happening over there on the B side, but on the background, there were just kill after kill for the Roosters. And, I mean, there it is. That's another beautiful round for them. They needed it desperately. It's a 5v2 situation. They had 0 econ for a long time. I mean, they're still not doing the best on the econ front. But here comes the Hunter's Fury from ObstacleVAL trying to get something big done here. Nothing is going to come out of that one just yet. But there's a lot of members of the Roosters here on the A site.
Yeah, Roosters, they have locked down A side, and Obstacle have not wanted to make a foray onto that site. Obstacle Strafe looking to find opportunities elsewhere. Takes down Trisk there in that B corridor. That could be what Obstacle we're looking for to pull the trigger now. Flavor holding down the B side for the defenders, has to back away from this position, wants to play safely, wants to keep this resurrection alive. Does Flavor this 4v5? It's so important. Flavor may want to try and get to that dead body there, but may not have time. And here comes Obstacle. Look at this flank developing for Obstacle as well here. Flya on the backside, takes down Bound as Val gets the double kill up in hand. Shora puts down Val, but Shora puts down Val rather, but Shora is the last remaining defender. Obstacle with a quick assassination of the defenders deliver themselves a 6th round here in this first half.
Oh my goodness. That was a really solid execute from ObstacleVAL. They knew the corners to peek. They were in the right place at the right time. I'm loving this Icebox match. We need more Icebox matches in the VSS. Please guys.
I'm begging you. I'm on my knees.
Yeah. This is so fun to watch, and Roosters and ObstacleVAL are really giving us a really fun shot here. And I think we're going to see Roosters really kind of come back on the opposite side, because we've seen some moments of brilliance like you like to talk about, and hopefully that will work in their favor on the attacker side.
Yeah, we'll see, because so far the defending side has been especially tricky here for Roosters. They do get that opening kill though, Trisk playing exceptionally well regardless of the deficit. Gets the double kill, now could get the triple kill here. The Empress is available for Trisk if Trisk wants to push. Ban on the opposite side here, just a classic in hand. Needs another ult point to get those daggers ready. Strafe has been brought down to 12 HP, trying to hide in this corner. Meanwhile, Flya on the opposite side takes down Shora. These kills happening across the map. Strafe goes completely undetected, punishes Ban, bringing us into this 3v3 Obstacle. Their health bars looking a little rough, and Flavor is a full health bar. No armor, though, available, and now no full health bar. Has to pop the heal to bring themselves back to relevance. Flavor forced to back away here, trying to send out some feeler shots. Meanwhile, Trisk has that Empress running for the triple kill there. It takes down Fly. Can't take down Val, though. Flavor takes down Val for revenge, and now just Strafe with 12 HP to try and defend this spike plant.
Strafe has had, oh my goodness.
So close.
Oh,
heartbreakingly close.
Seriously, I was about to say he has had 12 HP for pretty much that whole round.
Yeah, literally.
And if he clutched it out, that would have been absolutely nutty.
Yeah.
Bonkers, as we like to say.
Absolutely.
Ricka-bonkers, if you like to say it. I don't know.
R.I.P. No, I'm just kidding. We saw him last game.
Yeah. But anyways, that's another round for for Roosters. Really bringing it to Obstacle on this later half of the first half, and hopefully we can keep that momentum going for the Roosters. It was looking pretty dire for them for a long time. You see that long 5-round win for Obstacle. Hopefully they could keep this running. I mean, we're seeing some of the playbook come out of Roosters, and it's working in their favor.
I don't think we've seen a resurrection come out for Roosters quite yet. We may need it for Trisk here as Val takes him down without a doubt, and now Shora with the revenge double kill peeks around the side, but Strafe will put Shora down before he can do any more damage. Dupree now on the side for the defenders, wants to send out that dark cover. Now pushing forward, Flavor does pop the resurrection for Trisk there. Now Roosters in this 4v3 with a great opportunity to draw themselves ever closer to the attackers. Obstacle have had to completely pull away from the site, but BM still with this angle up top, takes down Dupree, but Flavor takes down Strafe. The trade's still favoring Roosters here. Oh goodness, PM1 takes down Flavor. There's no heal now available for Roosters, but there's only one member for Obstacle that may be all they need. Hilton in the 1v2 with the clutch. Obstacle cement their lead going into the second half.
Someone get this man a back brace. He is carrying it right now, doing some absolute work. 12-4 with 4 assists. This is looking really good for Hilton. This is a nice game for Hilton.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be feeling good right now.
Hilton, 10 rounds in, 12 kills to his name, has not shown any signs of slowing down. Hilton looking really, really strong here in this first half, especially on the Sova. I don't know that we've seen too much Hunter's Fury action coming out from Hilton. Just been mostly guns here, mostly bullets for Hilton. The weapon of choice gets some solid info with that recon bullet. Now Trisk, with a difficult job, has to send out bullets while dodging them. And here comes the push from Obstacle, wasting no time to storm out onto this A site. 2 quick kills here for Obstacle, making Roosters' job all that much more tougher.
There it is. Flya is going to be able to get the kill in the background. Hilton is going to take down the pre, and that is it. A nice team ace for ObstacleVAL, keeping it nice and teamwork worthy. I mean, teamwork makes the dream work, and their dream is working right now, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Saw that one on Twitter, so you know it's true. ObstacleVAL, they just look so polished here on Icebox. Roosters have struggled to find their footing. They showed that they can be dangerous. They took 3 of those 4 rounds earlier on, but now it is once again started to slide in favor of Obstacle as we start to close out this first half. Obstacle on the attack at risk of putting up 9 on Roosters here in the first half. Can they get away with it, or Roosters get themselves back into contention here for the second half? It's going to depend a lot on players like Val looking for this snipe here on A site. Roosters not wanting to reveal much more to that op scope. Ban on the opposite side finds the head of Strafe. Strafe with the little bit of his hood peeking over the box. That is enough for Ban to take control. So the opening kill going towards the side of the Roosters. And they, oh no!
What?
What has happened here? Flavor takes down 2 members of Obstacle, and it's completely fallen apart for them here in this 12th round. What happened there?
Oh. They clumped up at the right time, and just all you have to do is just kind of shoot. You don't even really have to aim, and you just got to shoot in that moment. There it is. Shora finishes off Hilton for a nice 8-4 half. I mean, not as nice as they probably would have hoped, but
of course.
Here it is, the nice switch here. This is going to be really telling for sure. Roosters, a bit of a deficit here, but hopefully they can bring it back with some nice attack strategies.
Yeah, absolutely. Roosters now with an opportunity to really show what they're made of here. This is a situation that really sets, you know, the top teams from the talented teams, is being able to thrive in this situation. Down 4 rounds, but not out of the game by any means. If Roosters can put together a few rounds early on here, they're very much alive in this match. On the opposite hand, Obstacle just a few rounds away from securing themselves a spot in the top 32. One thing, though, that's really interesting, Roosters is 2-0 here in their group. Obstacle is 1-1 as of right now. So if Obstacle, if they're able to take this game, will be tied up record-wise with Roosters. In that Group C is also Unicornios Del Mal, who are 1-1 as it stands right now. So Unicornios take their win over Team 07. We very well could see a 3-way tie. Here is Hilton, picks up the triple kill, further moving us towards that 3-way tie situation there in Group C. There is very much all to play for.
I really like that name a lot, Unicornios.
Yeah.
Unicornios Del Mal.
Oh yeah,
The bad unicorn.
Yeah, right up there with Unicorns of Love. They are the evil twin. It's beautiful.
Yes.
Some would say poetic.
Yeah,
some would say.
You'll have to see it. But Hilton, once again, I mean, just dominating the field right now. 16-5-4. I mean, if your Sova is doing work, we like to say stuff like this. If your Sova, I mean, your Sentinels are doing work on the field, that is a scary team to go up against. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You're just chilling.
You don't even really have to do anything. But Fly in a crazy position is actually going to be traded out by Ban here at BM1, picking up another one for Obstacle. Ban actually in a pretty nice position right now, is actually going to rotate around that that box there. And Hilton, is he going to be able to get some more kills under his belt? No, he is taken down. And my goodness, Ban with a 3K right now. It's just Val and Strafe trying to get something done in a beautiful 2v2. Just kidding, a 2v1.
Ace potential here for Ban.
My goodness, Dilly, what's going to happen?
1v1 now. Strafe, walking right into the arms of Ban. It's the ace. It's 5 kills for Ban. It's 5 rounds for Roosters, and that's exactly what they need to get themselves back into this match.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what we needed to see. I mean, they're just denying Econ from ObstacleVAL. I mean, at this point, that's what they need to do to win this. Keep denying that Econ, keep taking those guns out of their hands, and they can see possibly a win on Icebox.
Absolutely. This is still very much in play for either of these teams. Roosters, they just needed a couple quick victories to establish themselves in this second half and carry it to the final stages of the game. Now Obstacle running out of chances here to try and stop them and wrap this one up where they stand. Obstacle want to get themselves onto double digits, but is certainly tricky on an eco round such as this one. Just classics and pistols in hand here for Obstacle as they send out the paint shells, trying to do a little bit of introductory damage. They do actually find a fair bit of damage onto Flavor, but it will be Roosters getting that opening kill onto Strafe. Flavor able to heal up with that Sage heal, and so Obstacle trying to steal a thrifty 4v5 away from Roosters. Roosters, though, well fortified here on this A site.
Yes, they are. Shora looking real good, too, getting some nice picks here. Trisk picks up another one, and it's looking like it's going to be another round for Roosters, but Val with a nice headshot misses that one by a millimeter, by a pixel. And there it is, another round for Roosters. They are looking a little bit stronger here on the attacker side. I mean, some of these pushes have been really fantastic. They're getting aggressive. They're stopping ObstacleVAL in their tracks, really, and it's good. It's good to see that.
Yeah, Ban certainly come alive for the side of Roosters now. 12, 10, and 1, a stark contrast to that first half there for Ban, getting rolling now. And you can see it in the way that Roosters are moving about the map. They just look more confident. They look more happy to take these engagements with Obstacle, and it just shows in how they've been dealing with it now. Here comes the rush. Here comes Strafe on the side, almost unabated, will be taken out there, and Flavor luckily has that resurrection available for Shora. But look at this for Roosters. The walls are closing in. Here come the defenders on the backside, let alone the hold on B. Here comes the lockdown as well from Roosters to try and get themselves a little more breathing room, and it will force Flya to back up off this site, but Flavor walks right into the trap. Flya takes down Flavor. Now Flya still unstopped on that backside. Roosters have not dealt with the threat from Obstacle.
Oh, it's so difficult when the Cypher's popping off, absolutely doing crazy. Ban trying to get something done, but Flya with the 3K and a couple of headshots under his belt there. Looking really nice, brings him up to double digits.
Ooh, that has got a sting for Roosters. We were singing their praises going into the 16th round. We were saying there is hope, there is opportunity for Roosters. Obstacle looking to play the role of Scrooge, looking to steal away any sort of hopefulness Roosters may have on this attacking side, and now Roosters are running out of money to play for here. They will be able to get this full buy in hand, and they will be able to get a decent buy next round as well, but they are certainly starting to see their chances slip away here. And now, as they're on equal footing gunpower or firepower wise, it becomes all that much more difficult to deal with Obstacle here on this defending side. Strafe has been so aggressive with how he's able to push up these B corridors. And look at BM1 already into enemy territory. BM1 so close to wreaking havoc upon the Roosters, but it will be Roosters able to get themselves out of this tricky situation on top. Hilton, the Hunter's Fury, does not find any of the attackers, and now Roosters in a 4v3 and a fair bit of territory to work with.
Oh my gosh, that looks so good for Obstacle there in that moment. Did a little bit of damage, but Flavor really hitting the shots, that's for sure. Trisk knows that there's a camera somewhere around the corner, but no, Fly is going to get out of the camera and take him down. They were holding that angle for quite a long time.
Yeah.
He heard the camera getting popped, didn't know where it was, and tried to take it out.
So frustrating.
Yeah, seriously.
Here, the eye open, the eye shut. The eye open, the eye shut. It's somewhere around here, I know it.
Yeah. Difficult position there, but Roosters still doing okay. It is a 3v3 situation. Never mind. Make it a 3v2 situation for ObstacleVAL. My goodness.
Woo! Hilton is so good at Sova, and here he comes around the corner. Hilton once again stops the spike plant. That could be all Obstacle need to steal this round away. Napri in the toughest of positions can't get it done. Hilton, take a bow. Delivers that round to Obstacle nearly single-handedly.
On a silver platter, here you go.
Woo.
Take the round. This is yours.
Somehow Hilton only able to bring over 3,100 credits from that round. If you ask me, he deserved the whole 9K right there.
Yeah. Oh, man, you love to see a good Sova do some absolute work on the battlefield. And here it is, Roosters, I mean, kind of feeling it now. They've got a light buy. They've got a stinger in one of their hands. But they're going to try and push on forward. ObstacleVAL with full buys in hand. And, wow, and a really aggressive B push, too. They're already in enemy territory in the backside there, but looks like Roosters are trying to set themselves up for a solid quick plant situation here, but it's still going to be really tough.
Yeah, absolutely. Fireworks are certainly popping off here for Roosters. Obstacle unable to keep hold of this A site. They've had to completely fall back away, and now the spike down for Roosters, 5 members alive, as well as the Empress available for Trisk. Obstacle may have to wait another round to get themselves onto match point. Val, with this op in hand, could make a dent in the defenses here of Roosters, but Roosters not wanting to reveal themselves until the last possible moment. And they may not have to. Look at this utility raining down on Obstacle. They've just got to get the heck on out of there. Masterfully held and played by Roosters. Roosters showing exactly why they deserve to make it out of this group and into the top 32.
Yeah, absolutely. Roosters doing a fantastic job, and this is why I want to see more Icebox. We're seeing the players develop awesome playbooks, awesome plays just in general, some post-plant situations like that. We haven't seen that before, where they plant on the A site nice and quick and fall back all the way to the nest, and they could just like sit there and let ObstacleVAL like, I don't know, like think too much, you know what I mean? They're just sitting back there, think, how do we take this? And you can't, because it's too goodly held.
Yeah, absolutely. Roosters not only perfectly metering out their utility there for the execution, but then perfectly staggering it to hold onto the site as well. Oh my goodness, but they're gonna need even more than that. Strafe in such a dangerous position. The danger is snuffed out for now. Trisk popping that Empress as Roosters look to further claw away at this lead, but Flya could be the thorn in their side once more. Flya is gonna find Flavor here. No! Flavor lives thanks to the wall, thanks to Trisk, and now Obstacle in a 2v5. That is going to be detrimental for the defenders.
My gosh, we were talking about Obstacle like they were almost unstoppable, but Roosters have just got their number handed out. They've got it written down. They know exactly what they're doing now. These post-plant situations are fantastic from Roosters.
And I do have an update here from Group C. Unicornios del Mal. They are 2-1 in that group. 2 wins, 1 loss. Oh, Val, meanwhile, picks up Shora there on the backside looking for these consolation kills. But, Val unable to pick up Flavor there. Group C could very well lead into a 3-way tie if Obstacle are able to close this one out. If Roosters can somehow come back now, as they looking dangerous to do, if Roosters can put this one away, take the win over Obstacle, they go in the top 32, 3-0. The tie then is no more. Obstacle will take that second spot of Group C. Should Obstacle take this game, we find ourselves in a 3-way tie for Group C. And then it's all up to round differential. It's up to the head-to-head. Things get much dicier here. And now we really need to start looking at these rounds, as every round counts here for Roosters.
Yeah, seriously, because it is going down to round differential, just like Dilly said. I mean, and even after that, oh my goodness. Whoa, Triss takes down Val in a nice, I don't know, pull moment?
Yeah, yeah, literally some clay pigeon shooting there for Trisk. Trisk showing he is well practiced. Val getting his wings clipped. Oh, now Roosters spreading their wings, taking down the members of Obstacle Hilton, trying to breathe life into this defender's side, but Trisk snuffing it out just as quick. Trisk on the quadra kill, in danger of wrapping up the ace, but Flavor playing the role of ace stealer gets Roosters 2 rounds away from Obstacle now. This is not a position Obstacle wanted to see themselves in the second half.
No, not at all. And Hilton, I mean, a fantastic try. Definitely. It comes
Great
around
effort.
the yeah, A for effort for sure. Definitely goes in there hot and heavy with that Sheriff. Not going to be able to do much with it, but still, hopefully they'll have a much better buy here, which we do see. Rifles, we see the operator in Val's hands. Roosters still, though, so aggressive, so solid. And the Hunter's Fury comes out. My goodness, I am just in awe.
Wow, Hilton finds some damage there, and that's going to lead to Trisk's death, but the kill's still favoring the Roosters here. 2 for 1 going in favor of the Roosters, as well as Flavor having that resurrection in the pocket ready to go. Lockdown available for Roosters as well, should they want to hold on to this B site. Obstacle have got to try and unstick them now as they hold on to this spike plant. BM1 up top on the second floor looking for an angle. Roosters not wanting to give it away to them. BM1 will trade out with that turret there. Take a little scrape of damage, but not much more as the paint shells go out. Ban takes down BM1 with the sniper. Val trying to hunt down some Roosters here, but they will not reveal themselves until the perfect moment. Now Hilton in this 1v2, it was a 1v4, make it a 1v2, make it a OV2. Roosters, they were down several rounds to Obstacle, and they have gotten themselves within 1 off the back of this 4-round streak here as we head to the tail end of the second half.
Wow. It's looking almost like a mirror half, but the opposite. If you look at that, it's like a 1-2-1. I mean, it's looking pretty crazy for both of these teams, and Obstacle definitely have to figure out a way to stave off these super aggressive pushes from the Roosters. I mean, they're coming out beaks and claws out, and they're doing some absolute work onto Obstacle, making it less of an obstacle for themselves, that's for sure. But hopefully they can actually come through and figure out some of these pushes that Roosters are able to do.
Oh, wow. Val. A little too gutsy, a little too brave. Val there to try and secure that ultimate point. Oh my goodness, Ban! What the heck? Ban takes down Flya faster than you can blink. And now ObstacleVAL, they are completely falling apart in the talons of Roosters. They are being ripped apart by these birds.
Yes, they are. Ban in a beautiful position again. Might actually get swung on. Oh no! A little bit late on the shot there is BM1. Is going to send in the grenade. It's going to be taken down by Shora, and a little bit of damage out there, but not enough. Trisk finishes it off for a flawless round for the Roosters, and to tie it up 11-11.
Goodness gracious, this is so dangerous for Obstacle now. They will be able to get this rather full buyout, only light armor there for the side of Val, but he'll accept that in order to get that op in hands. But here for Roosters, 4 ultimates available, and goodness gracious, you couldn't pick 4 more impactful ultimates to have here. Blade Storm, Empress, Resurrection, and Lockdown all in the pocket here for Roosters. If they just want to meter out these ults and secure the next 2 rounds, that looks like a very viable option for Roosters to go 3-0 in this group. BM1 may have other plans, but Trisk says otherwise. Trisk getting the trade 1-for-1 here. Now here comes the Empress for Roosters. That is the Blade Storm eliminated as Val is taken out, but that's the Showstopper eliminated for the side of Obstacles now. And here comes the Resurrection. The Blade Storm back in play. Val back in play for Roosters. Match point within reach for Roosters. They can make this a play stick.
Yeah, Flya in a very scary position here. is going to have to get a lot of backup from the Sova. Comes in, is not able to pick up one of those kills, which is a really unfortunate situation. He had everything to do there, but no, was unable to do it. He's now in that slow field, the slow orb field. Triss takes a lot of damage with that shock dart. I mean, ObstacleVAL are doing a fantastic job holding this site and actually keeping Roosters off of it this time, but ooh! Val with an uncharacteristic miss here. This is a really unfortunate situation. They're going to have to reposition, and it's all up to Strafe to push off this B push, but no, they double faked it.
Yeah, the double bluff coming into play here for Roosters. Triss pushing forward now. Oh, wow, wins out over Flya, but won't be able to win out over Hilton. The kills go 1 for 1. Obstacle in this 3v4 to try and face down the lockdown as the spike goes down here on A site. Obstacle, they've got to try and prevent Roosters from getting onto game point now. Roosters 4 members available. There goes the Blade Storm, no longer in play for Roosters, but Obstacle no ultimates to speak of on their side. Here comes Hilton. He's been so dangerous this match. He's gonna have to find even more danger as Ben takes down his comrade. Strafe is down as Hilton, the clock working against him. I simply don't know how they'll be able to find this round. The op shots traded back and forth. Hilton trying to find the angle will be snuffed out, and that will be Roosters completing the comeback, moving themselves onto game point to go 3-0 in Group C.
Oh my goodness. And I had a feeling that it was actually going to kill one of the members, at least, of Roosters, but no, they were barely able to get out alive from that explosion, and this is going to be a tough round for Obstacle.
Yes.
Look at, wow, man, look at the buy. I mean, they're able to get some, actually a pretty decent amount of buys here. They just have a Spectre on Flya, so they're going to have to do some big work. Hilton and Val with that operator, hopefully we can see some big op shots to tie it up at 12-12 and go into overtime.
Yeah, Val has got to be feeling some big pressure here in this 24th round. It all comes down to this, and it all comes down to that. Ban wins out that mid duel, takes down Val. Roosters now in a 5v4 as quickly as the round started, but Roosters have no ultimates available. Obstacle still with a showstopper, still with that Cypher ultimate available, ready to go. Obstacle still have some tools in the chest. Roosters, though, with the advantage, with the numbers on their side, and here comes the execute. Napri scouting out these angles. It will be Flya on that B site, holding back, does have the operator in hand, was able to pick that up from Val, and here comes the push. Flya can't land the flick onto Trisk. Obstacle down to a 3v5 now as Roosters spill out on the site. Strafe takes down the wall, but Strafe taken down by Trisk. 2v5. Here comes the showstopper. 1v5 now for BM1. BM1 gets 1. It's going to have to get 4 more to keep Obstacle alive in this tournament.
Oh, this is looking really tough. Oh my goodness, misses the op shot. And my goodness, BM1 getting some work done, but no, it was just not enough. Roosters takes it away 13-11 in a crazy series.
Yeah, Roosters complete the comeback there. Yeah. They were down several rounds to the side of Obstacle. Obstacle looked to have this one done and dusted. It looked like we were set to have a three-way group in, or a three-way tie, excuse me, in that Group C. Obstacle, though, unable to get that third game of the groups down and will be knocked out in group stage here this week. It will be Roosters completing the perfect 3-0 in this week's group stage, and right behind them it will be the Unicornios del Mal picking up that second place there in Group C, moving on to top 32, and alongside them will be Trisk with the Roosters 23-18-5. Trisk was a force to be reckoned with here in that final match of the group stage.
No kidding. So integral, getting the right picks at the right time. 6 first bloods, absolutely going ham on ObstacleVAL. Not a big obstacle for Trisk there. We're seeing some crazy multi-kills today, some crazy headshots, and man, today has been so fun so far. I mean, we are done with the group stage, but it felt like we were going through playoffs that whole time.
Yeah, I mean, that is really the key. Some of these teams are getting so well developed here as we are at the beginning of a new year. They've had most of last year to practice up, and we are really seeing the fruits of their labor come through here in group stage. It is a gauntlet to try and make it out of the group stage here in the Valorant Sunday Showdown. But the silver lining being we will be back next week with another group stage for them to try and survive. But that is it for group stage. We're done talking about groups. It is all about the final 32 teams in this competition. Top 32 coming your way after a short break. We'll be right back. Definitely stick around. You definitely don't want to miss it.